Happy May 6th, 2018, an adventurous stream where we play Kingdom of Loathing, a dirty joke and stickman-based game. I am your host and ingester of ideologies known as McNally86. And stream is not working. It failed recently. I really have no way to know if it's... Could look at chat and see if anybody says anything. Alright, well, I guess I'll just get chat pulled up there and hope people can send me a message because stream isn't working again. Wonder what's going on. Oh, then it updated. Good. I had someone else on my internet and he left, so I'm hoping he's not taken up downloading a bunch of stuff on Sundays when he's not around, because I plan streams when he's not around, so I don't have to conflict with him. Anyway, let's get started. So, as you can see, I'm still playing the Zombie Master, and I've recruited a few zombies. Just a couple. I've got 83 in my horde now. I feel that's probably enough. And I've been dinking around a little bit. So there's two types of items. Well, okay. So there's a new item type you get as a zombie master, and I keep acquiring brains. Until I fight higher level enemies, I'm just gonna get crappy brains, which aren't very good. But I have received a lot of hunter brains recently. So I'm gonna eat these hunter brains because yeah, this is going to be my level up. So I'm going to level up 5 times. And I'm going to rest in my open grave. And grab some new skills. So I'm still going down on the master zombie tree. So I'm going to get smash and growl. When a zombie charges a dude, he is likely to pay more attention defending this gold than defending his possessions. So I'm going to be able to rob people now. Scavenge. Even in death, nobody ever really gives you fondness for... Oh, sorry. Even in death, nobody ever really gives up a fondness for acquiring shiny objects. Why do you think zombies love it so much? And it gives me effects, scavenger, scavenging. Your zombie minions are helping search for useful items on the bodies of your opponents. The hard bit was teaching them the difference between on and in, and how the gallbladder doesn't qualify as useful, no matter how fresh it is. So I'll get scavenge. I can also acquire meat shields. There is one very fundamental purpose of your henchmen, and that is to stand in front of you when danger threatens. Hide behind your zombies, making it harder to attack. So I'm going to get meat shields. Was that a passive or active? It's combat skill. Okay. And it costs a zombie. Summon horde. Non-combat. Zombie cost NA. It's a very simple equation. The more meat you throw on the ground, the more zombies arrive to pick up. Honestly, I'm surprised you didn't think of it before. It lets me summon 11 to 14 zombies for 1,000 meat. Upgrade summon minion to increase combat chance. Okay, well, I'm gonna get that. And I still got one more point, so I'm gonna get his master's voice, which is passive. Hanging out with all these dumb zombies has made you appreciate the company of your familiar more and more. Who's a good shambling mockery of life? You are! And it makes my exoskeleton more powerful. So I'm gonna focus on that. I'm gonna dress up my exoskeleton like Prince George. Alright, there we go. So I got a skeleton dressed as Prince George, and I'm ready to play the game. So I'm going to read what other players have written on the graffiti wall, and then I'm going to get started. So the graffiti wall is in Seaside Town, the wrong side of the tracks. So let's see what other players have written. Whee! I'm here. Come here for a ring-a-ding-ding. I've ruptured my spleen. Hi. Love conquers all. Alright. Nothing really useful there. I'm going to write my message. And Verdana and green. Alright, so hopefully people watch me, because they're not doing that now. And I'm gonna write some brains. Okay, so I'm gonna look at my skills, and then there's something else I'm gonna do before I get started again. So, okay, so I'm gonna look at my skills. So, not buff. I can summon the horde. I'm gonna summon a horde of zombies. Instead of working for your meat, why not let your meat work for you? Through an intermediate steps of throwing meat and a lot of it on the ground to attract zombies, then recruiting meat to work for you is a larger investment than recruiting them singly, but it's far more efficient. A zombie master can't live on meat alone. So I'm going to summon a horde. Throw some meat on the ground, 11 zombies scuddy out of the shadows to claim it. Regardless of the fact that none of them have the mental capacity to understand money anymore, they know if it's something they want, that's good enough. So, zombies are just pretty much your mana. I have 94 spells now. Either don't want or can't afford more zombie minions. Alright, so let's... My other new skills. Zombie chow, I can feed some zombies to my familiar. I'm going to feed probably 10 to my familiar. And that'll make him fat and happy. Now he's a 20-pound skeleton. 400 more adventures. And then I guess I'll scavenge. Non-combat 2 zombies. Here we go. Scavenge. Click on scavenge. Nothing's happening. Oh, wait, I've been getting it. You order your zombies to start searching for loot. As they bring you a lot of rocks and sticks, but after some careful explanation, they eventually seem to understand. So now I'm going to get 20% item drops from monsters, which is pretty good. Your zombie minions are helping you search for useful items in the bodies of your opponents. The hard bit was teach... Oh, okay, I already read that. And then I should have Smash and Grah. And meat shields. And what way? I feel like one of these abilities said a lot of different things. Upgrade summon minion to increase combat chance. Okay, so I've got summon minions. So I'm going to summon minion. It occurs to you that being a zombie, you don't have a heck of a lot of use for meat. Of course, that is undoubtedly true. Okay, so I used to spend a turn and some money to see if I could recruit a zombie. So it should increase combat chance now. You throw some meat on the ground, several zombies scuttle out to do the furtive woodwork and begin fighting over it. The howling and moaning is sure to attract attention, but at least you got a bit of a show, and the zombie that provided it can hold its own in a fight. So this is now giving me Waking Dead. Watching zombies squabble over bits of meat they don't actually have any use for because they don't know how to spend it. Well, it's entertaining, but the noise is undoubtedly going to attract attention. So that ability, instead of recruiting minions now, spend meat and I get to fight more. And now you're asking, why would I fight? Well, because the zombie hunter brains have been giving me skill ups. So last time I fought Norville Rogers, who's of course based on Shaggy. So I actually have to look these up because they're level based, and now that I'm level 6, I've blown past a lot of these zombie hunters. So I'm not going to be able to actually get them in combat. I'm just going to have to pretend I was encountering them. So I actually fought a pea cannon, which Plants vs. Zombies is super old now, but it's still a pretty fun phone game. So I was fighting a pea cannon as a zombie hunter. With an odd sort of sprawling noise, a bright green plant unexpectedly sprouts out of the ground in front of you. It seems to be a plant, except for the blinking eyeballs atop its rounded cannon-like body flower. Man, I don't know. Whatever this crazy thing, it doesn't seem to like you too much. So if it was fighting me, it shoots a pea at you. There's a bright flash of white all over your body as it hits. Was that pea an electric fence or something? It shoots a pea at your head and pea brains you. It shoots a pea at your eye, leaving a deep bruise in your decaying flesh. I thought vegetables were supposed to be good for you. Shoots a pea at you, leaving a pea-shaped welt on your... And then it picks random body part. Shoots a pea at you. You pee a bit as it hits you. And if it crits, it shoots 3 peas in rapid succession. They all go deep into your body. That now you're technically a pea pod. Or it could miss. It shoots a pea at you, but gets the pea in the pool instead. But you're not too pea-brained to dodge. But it's too mushy to do any damage, but you dodge the pea sitting down. And then if it fumbles, it runs out of ammo, so it just stands there blinking at you. So that was level 3. And then there was also Scott the Miner, which zombie hunter for Minecraft, obviously. Hearing an odd clanking noise nearby, you investigate and discover an oddly square-headed man wearing a blue shirt and what appears to be solid gold trousers, meticulously chiseling a perfect square hole in the wall with a handcrafted iron pickaxe. Hey, buddy, you cannot call out to him. I'm going to need you to explain yourself because, seriously, I've no idea what's going on with you. Seeing you, he accidentally throws his pickaxe on the ground in panic, which is amusing, but then he draws a sword made out of solid diamond. Holy crap! And so his messages were considerably more fun, because when he fought me, he pours a bucket of hot lava on you. Ah, is that even possible? He places a bundle of bright red TNT next to you and lights it. It starts flashing bright red, which hypnotizes you until it detonates. He quickly places a large square table on the ground, cuts up a log to make sticks, and then combines the sticks with chicken feathers and bits of flint to make arrows. Then he shoots you with one of the arrows. You hear a hissing noise behind you and turn to see a sort of thing that looks like an angry-faced pickle with stubby little feet. It swells up and violently explodes in your face by way of greeting. He pulls out old-school flint and steel. It turns out he's really proficient with it, because before you realize he's doing it, he's setting you on fire. His crit message is not known. That's weird. Now, I kind of wish I fought him until he critted me. And then I could have recorded that and then updated this page. Well, too late. And then miss message is, so he also could pull a bucket out of his inventory and dump its contents onto you, but it turns out to be only milk. He pulls out his bow and discovers he's out of arrows, then he discovers he's out of flint. With a sigh, he puts a block of gravel on the ground, punches it until it breaks, again and again. He places a bright red bundle of TNT next to you, but by the time he's sorted out with some redstone and a wire and lever to ignite it with, you've already reached outside the blast radius. And then he can try to hit me with the flint, but I just step away with it. And then his fumble, because he's stuck in a bottomless pit. Stupid chunk loading errors, so it's old school. Oh, I could acquire a lump of diamond. That's interesting. The other ones didn't have that, I don't think. Yeah, the other one just dropped brain. Lump of diamond is different. Yeah. What does a lump of diamond do? This is a lump of diamond, which is one of the hardest metals known to man. What? Though it's kind of pretty, it's too hard to do anything useful with, and it's too common to have any collective value. Oh well. Oh, yeah, that's right. Diamonds are super common in Kingdom of Loathing, so they're actually not worth anything. Well, they're worth 5 meats. Alright, and then what I assume is a reference to Peter Jackson's best movie, Lord of the Rings. No, I'm kidding. It's his other best movie, Dead Alive, or Brain Dead, depending on what country you're watching it in. Where you have the Kung Fu preacher, Father MacGruber, who fights zombies. What in God's name is going on here? You turn around to find yourself confronted by a white-haired priest in his pajamas, a pink satin dressing gown, and for some reason his clerical collar. Although, I guess if he wasn't wearing that collar, how would you know he was a priest? The devil is amongst us, he growls, looking you up and down. Who the heck are you? I kick ass for the Lord, he shouts, aiming a flying jump kick at your head. Lord Spooky Raven, you ask, and then you have to dodge before you get the answer. Yeah, so he had a kung fu priest in white or pink satin pajamas who kung fu fought for the Lord. I kick ass for the Lord. I recommend you Google that video. It's pretty damn good. No one has joined me in chat, which makes me believe stream didn't work at all today. Oh well. It's a lazy Sunday. It's Sunday, right? Yeah, it's Sunday. So if he hits me, he prays at the rosary at you, which proves ineffective, then he throws at you instead. Guy with a lawnmower strapped to his chest wanders by and effortlessly shreds you in the eye. Yeah, it's definitely brain dead. He makes a sign of the cross at you. When that doesn't work, he pokes your eyes with 2 fingers that he was crossing with. He knocks you flat on your back with a roundhouse kick, then asks for forgiveness for his violent act. He swings an incense censer at you and slams you in the foot, pouring burning incest on you, leaving you incensed. And critical hit. He pulls out a bejeweled sphere with a cross on top of it, counts 1, 2, 5, and hurls at you. Explodes on impact, taking a huge chunk of your giblets. Oh, Monty Python reference. Weird. And his fumble is he misses his flying kick and lands on his back. He says a few words that the gentleman of his profession probably ought to not say. And then the last one I fought was Herman East, the Relivinator, which I don't really know. I mean, this guy made zombies. I don't think he's a zombie hunter. But Reanimator is a pretty crazy movie. If you guys haven't seen it and want to see a severed head have sexual relations with a lady's privates, that's the movie you want to watch. Fascinating. No, he was kind of higher. Fascinating! A pale, bespectacled man in a lab coat approaches you, peering at you intensely, as through the lens of a microscope. Excuse me, ask, what's this? You, of course! You are one of them, an animated corpse, and yet you've apparently retained your mental facilities. Why is that? He shrugged, beats the heck out of me. If that's the case, I must perform some tests and experiments. Well, okay, you pause, and he pulls out a bone saw from one of his pockets. Actually, I'm sort of in a hurry and Nonsense! This may well be information I need to perfect my relivinating serum. A cold light gleams in his spectacles as he steps toward you. I really must insist! Relivinator is a good movie. I think they made a musical, which I kind of want to look into. But I can't imagine a living severed I can't imagine a severed head having sexual relations with a lady singing. I think that'd make it way more awkward. He relivinates a cat and tosses at you and scratches. Oh yeah, I guess he did kill a couple of the zombies he brought back because he ran out of control. Yeah. Oh, in his fumble messages, he relivinates himself. Cool. And that's all. So, I should be encountering a new one now. So I'm gonna do the recover the mosquito for the. In case you forgot, I got a bunch of quests from the Council of Loathing because they won't let me in their bomb shelter. And I asked if I do work for them, will they let me in their bomb shelter? They didn't exactly say yes, but they did give me the main quests of the game, so I'm going to do them because you got to do the main quest chain to finish. Anyway, finding mosquito larvae is super easy, so I'm just going to take it to the Council of Loathing. Hey in there, you call out. I found your mosquito larva. Great, the voice calls back. Just push it under the door and we'll get back right on having the scientist analyze it. Here, I'll give you some meat for your troubles. Good luck finding anywhere to spend it, though. So what's next? You call through the door of the panic room. Well, the next likeliest source for the plague would be rats, the counselor replies. So the typical tavern, then, in the distant woods? Yes, there's a cellar there swarming with them. No need to bring us back a sample this time. Just clean the place out and report back. Let us know if any of the rats were behaving strangely. Eating each other's brains, you mean? Yes, that would count as strange, sure. Have you killed the Oh, and then he asked if I did the other quest, and I didn't. So I'm going to do the rat quest. Oh, normally there's a bar fight over here, but it's empty. So I'm going to check out the quiet corner. This is the first time you've ever seen this corner of the room without the constant brawl taking place in it. It's so quiet, it's frankly eerie, spooky, creepy. The dead bodies don't help much with that, mind you. But the suspicious-looking guy's still here. It looks like whatever the SLG was selling, it wasn't a cure for the zombie plague. He tried to get his attention, but he seems to be off in his own little universe. Probably just as well, there's no telling how those goofballs might react to their altered physiology. So he used to give you drugs. So the drug dealer's still alive. That's good. What about the pool table? Looks like there aren't any games to be played on this table anytime soon. The felt is caked with drying blood, the keys are all broken, and one of the pockets, for some reason, is full of human teeth. Well, let's talk to Bartender. You shamble up to the bar where Bartender is blankly polishing something with a rag. The object in question turns out to be human skull. Howdy, Bart, you say? How's it going? Bart moans amicably. Heard about your rat problem. Bart stares at you as the idea slowly works his way through his ravaged nervous system. Rats, he muses, then gives you a wobbly nod. Rats, he says again, gesturing at a small iron key hanging on a nail from the wall. Right, leave it to me, you reply. You take the key and unlock the trapdoor to the cellar. Alright, so the rat quest is still intact. Let's explore this darkness. You're fighting a drunken rat, so the rats aren't any different. Okay, so the rat isn't any different. Wait, I wonder if the pretentious artist is still around. No, pretentious artist is dead. Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn up the difficulty of rats. I haven't really been playing with difficulty. Where do I find it? It's in the bugbear pen. It's the garage. Oh. Okay, so even the Degrassi Knoll has been ripped up. Okay. The plunger's office. The plunger appears to have gotten the heck out of Dodge, or rather Degrassi. Although you find his plunger sitting in the corner, and that's sort of worrying. Surely it wouldn't have left without it. So Degrassi Knoll is usually where I can get some good stuff done. Hardware and bakery store. The Degrassi Knoll's general store is in disarray, having obviously been rummaged through. There's still quite a lot of merchandise on the shelves, though. Perhaps whoever doing the looting was in a hurry and they didn't have a lot of inventory space for tires and fly swatters. That seems likely. Seems unlikely that anyone's going to come back anytime soon, but you resolve to leave meat for anything you take, just in case you may be a blood-thirsty monster, but you aren't a thief. So there... Detuned radio. That's what I want. Okay. So, normally I go in there for some support items, but now I'm going to use this detuned radio and turn up the intensity of the rats. Turn up to 5. You set the volume to 5. Oh man, that's an annoying noise. Alright, so now if I go back to the cellar, drunken rats still. I thought they would have been something else by now. Alright, well maybe I should just turn up my radio more. All the way to 10. Turn up that radio, man. That's an annoying noise. They're still just drunken rats. That's weird. Alright, well... guess I'll turn the radio off. Normally, when you power up the rats, they become... They not only become more powerful, but rats are one of the things that their spawn is replaced with a monster that is way more powerful than they were. So, like, you get, like, dire rats, and then eventually rat kings, which is when a bunch of rats get their tails all tied together. I'm just clearing out these rats really fast. I'm not even bother reading this because it's not even worth it. No one's watching me. Alright, I found the rat faucet. I'll turn off the flow rats. There we go. Now I'll talk to Bartender. Hey Bart, I fixed your rat problem. Someone left the rat faucet on. Grrr. I know, right? So how about a drink? Grrr. Oh, for look. Don't worry about it. Just, I'll serve myself, okay? You grab some mugs and pour yourself some tavern swill. The tap still works, surprisingly, and also surprisingly, the swill doesn't smell any worse than you remember. You would have expected it to get riper with age, or for a zombie to have fallen into a keg and dissolved or something. Maybe that did happen. The tavern swill is so strong, it just doesn't make a difference. Or maybe that was Bart's secret ingredient all along. Alright, I'll go tell the council. There's no button to visit the council. Okay. Okay, still asked if I killed the boss bat. Any luck with the knob goblins? Deep fat friars are still transmitting. Okay, all the quests I didn't do. Oh, he's giving me a new quest. All right, the counselor says. It's time to get back on track with this whole zombie thing. Yeah, I was going to say, you reply. After some debate, we've decided that the most constructive location for you to investigate next would be the crypt. Or, sorry, the syrup. Near the misspelled cemetery in the nearby plains. Well, sure, that's probably would have been the first place that I... Here, the voice interrupts. Our scientific advisor says this gizmo will aid you. He pushes the evilometer under the door. Alright, I'm probably not high level to do that quickly now. So I'll fight the boss bat in the bat hole. I actually can do this really quickly if I just pull some sonars and a biscuit out of storage. Yep, that's miscellaneous. Sonar and a biscuit, and I'll pull 3. That should be enough. I'll complete that quest really quickly, and then I don't know, maybe I'll dork around the deep fat friars for a while, see what happens. Miscellaneous items. Where's my sonar and a biscuit? I just pulled them out. What the heck? Sonar. Oh, there we go. Use. Alright. So this is smashing up the things in the bat hole. So now I should be able to just finish this quest now. Yep, the boss bat's lair. There we go. You're fighting a beefy bat bodyguard. This is one of the beefiest bats in the burrow. That's why the boss bat chose him as a personal bodyguard. He looks eager to buffle, batter, bedevil, and even berate you, leaving you thoroughly bedraggled, so beware. And he's really kind of strong. Okay. And I defeated him and get a crappy brain. And another zombie for my horde, because I bite him. Okay, so if I bite and then kill, it does join my horde. Okay, so I have to bite the guy before I kill him. That's the secret. To get the zombies. Alright, where is Boss Bat? My ghost dog visits me. Alright, Boss Bat. So I'm fighting the Bat Boss, and really quickly, because I'm a higher level than him. Acquire the boss bat's brain. That's new. Now, here's the brain that you're dying to sink your teeth into. It's a big and juicy and smells like ambition. So I got the boss bat's brain, which makes me wonder if I go back to the tavern. I'm going to go back to the tavern real fast and see if I can get Baron von Ratsworth's brain, because I didn't fight him at all. He should be down here somewhere. Bite. And I win. Alright. Barrel. Okay. But where's Baron von Ratsworth? His house is random location in the tavern. Unless it's gone completely because he's not in the zombie run. But hopefully I'll get 2 boss brains today, and then I'll just end the episode by eating the boss brains. And then that should power me up. Although I kind of wanted to fight another zombie slayer. That didn't happen. Alright, explore the darkness. Alright, there we go. Baron von Ratsworth. Okay, and he's hurting me a lot. He flings his monocle like a shuriken at me. Okay, so I'm going to use meat shields. And probably not smash and grab, so I'm going to use meat shields. You order your zombie horde to protect you from your enemies. They obediently shuffle into a rough wall-like formation in front of you. Acquire meat shielded, one adventure. He slings his top hat like a frisbee or a hubcap and takes a chunk out of your arm. Wow, I'm actually getting kind of roughed up here. What's the frame skill? Wanjamin, hugs and kisses. Wanjamin lowers his attack and defense. Alright, so now let's hit him with the rake, which does paltry damage. Wanjamin is barely hurting him. Alright, he killed all my minions. One of your zombies is felled by your opponent's attack. He died for a noble cause, and his name will not... well, never mind. Alright, now I'm able to hit him with the rake because I've de-leveled him a bit. One of your zombie minions shuffled forward to protect you from your opponent, and he returns his rain of blood and body parts. He tries to grow at you with his monocle chain, but you gavote out of the way. He killed a lot of minions. But I got Baron von Brandt. I got a boss brain. Alright, so... yeah, I got 2 boss brains. I guess I'll eat those. Oh, they're both the same. I thought that'd be unique. Eat the boss brain, and it is indeed boss. Oh, that didn't give me skill ups, did it? I'll check my grave. Where's my grave? That's in my campsite. Nope, it didn't give me any points. Well, I want to get another skill, so I'm just going to zombie wander around until I get a new... enemy. So I might as well wander around. What would be a good place to just orc around? Probably nearby plains. Probably Cobb's Knob. Ah, here we go. There it is. The new zombie hunter already. Rip and tear! A muscly soldier in green body armor and space helmet kicks down the door and charges at you, fist swinging despite the ludicrous amounts of weaponry you can see strapped to his back. Though the visor on his helmet, or through the visor on his helmet, you can see that his teeth are bared and clenched, and he's foaming at the mouth slightly. His eyes are so bloodshot as to be almost entirely red. Rip and tear your guts! Holy crap, is he on PCP or something? Let's assume you happen to be somewhere near the door he crashed through. He gets the jump on you. He shouts, "You stupid! Are you going to be stupid and dead?" Then he ventilates you with his railgun, but really, it's the insult that stings. It's a critical hit, and I lose 26 hit points. Hide behind zombie screen. You order your zombies to horde to protect you from your enemies, and they obediently shuffle to a wall-like formation. I'm meat shielded. One of your zombies is felled by my opponent's attack. He died for a noble cause, and his name will... oh, something. Alright, to level him, send my pet to give him hugs and kisses. Wanjamin gives your opponent a great big hug and a kiss, but doesn't manage to pick their pocket, but it does steal a fair amount of their life force. It powers them down a little bit. And he blows up another one of my zombies. Can I steal from him? You command 2 zombies rush your opponent, one clutching him in a rather gross hug, while the other claws at him with his long, ragged fingernails for 6 points of damage. Your opponent breaks free of the zombie's grip and knocks the 2 of them to the ground angrily. One of your zombies is felled by the opponent's attack. He died for a noble cause. Nah. Alright, hit him with the rake. No, bite him. You bite your opponent in the skull, filling them with terrible zombie venom or bacteria or viruses or negative plane energy or whatever the heck that makes them look green around the edges. He clutches their head and he gets a piercing headache that does 7 damage. Oh, he is a zombie hunter. I forgot the enemy Doom Marines are zombies. They're demon zombies. You hit him with Barney's rake. You plant Barney's rake firmly at your feet, then use it to brace yourself for a flying kick. You do 28 damage, plus 3 spooky. Your opponent stumbles and shudders as zombie plague infects their system for 7 points of damage. Another zombie shuffles forward to protect me and gets creamed in the face by your foe's attack. Ha-hoo-ha-ha! Turn, parry, spin, thrust. You do 27 plus 3 spooky damage. Your foe is racked by sudden convulsions and takes 7 points of damage. I win the fight and gain a hunter brain. Monster Manuel tells me about Space Marine. Don't be too hard on the angry space marine. He's been trained and conditioned to kill everything he sees. Imagine how hard it is for him to do that when he has to go to laundromat. Oh, wait, no. Sorry. I stayed up too late last night. It's too hard for him when he has to go to the laundromat. Right, because all he can do is kill. But now I'm going to eat his brain. And get a new skill. Aggravation. Man, what is more annoying than when you're trying to fight a guy and a bunch of semi-sentient morons are stumbling around getting in your face, trying to tear your guts out and so on? Nothing. Nothing's more annoying than that. Gives the effect zombie what the fuck. Type non-combat. Cost 3 zombies. Sacrifice some zombies to make monsters hate you for a while. Well, okay, so that's interesting. I'm gonna use the skills now. So if I use summon minion, it now makes monsters more attracted to me. But if I use where was it? Meat shields, infectious. Well, where'd it go? It's not buff. It's not passive. Didn't I just buy that skill? Did I not actually buy that skill? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Aggravation. And I'm almost done with the zombie master tree. So where's that skill? 3 zombies. You order your zombies to pester, anger, and otherwise impede your foes, and a couple of them wander off, presumably to find foes. But the rest of them seems to know what you mean. ZOMG WTF. Your zombie friends are busy enraging your foes by shambling around their way, grabbing at their arms, basically just doing all sorts of things. The zombies almost always do this all the time. Okay, so the other one is monsters more often, and this is monsters more powerful. So let's see if that actually affects the rats in the tavern. Alright. I'm still fighting just a drunken rat. Okay, well, what if I then use my radio... detuned radio and turn it up to 10. This would be my best chance to get a rat. That is very high level. Get out of my face, you dumb fly. Okay, let's find out. Explore the darkness. Ah, here we go. You're fighting a drunken rat king. What you're looking at here is no more nor less than a mass of filthy rats, their tails knotted together like a solid clump in the middle. Each rat blind and mad, roiling and seething and looking for something to sink all those pointy teeth into. Oh, these rats in the mass are drunk. They're all mean drunks. Enjoy. They get the jump on you and do 50 sleaze damage and I lose immediately. Holy crap! Okay, well... maybe next time I'll try to fight the Rat Kings, but that seems to be good for this episode. I'll grab a Christmas present and then end this episode. So let's grab a Crimbo present. It's another peanut brittle shield. Yeah, definitely send that to Danny Man. He's been looking for a peanut brittle shield. So alright. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Oh! That reminds me. April's shower. I did learn a new item from that. I'll have to cook it sometime, but I learned how to make a super thing, and so I'll maybe cook it next time. But salsa de las alpacas. Scrumptious regent plus a marzipan skull. Papa quiere salsa de las alpacas. Papa quiere salsa de las alpacas. Salsa with skulls. Which is a cooking ingredient. So, it's an amazing idea. And it allows me to cook even rarer items. So that's cool. I forgot to do that, so maybe next time we'll do it. Maybe next time I'll add more zombies to my picture, because I've got quite a bit to hoard now. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you next week. Hopefully I'm a bit more coherent. I won't stay up as late next time.